In this video, we're going to do a case study on how food rankings and reviews website Sporked.com grew their site traffic over 1,000% year over year. Welcome to All-in-One SEO. We make SEO easy with our powerful WordPress SEO plugin. Let's get started. So this is Sporked, a food rankings and review website. What a great name for a food review website, Sporked. You just can't help but say it. You can see they've got some ads here, so they're definitely monetizing some of their traffic, which is great. And this is what they do. Lots of blog posts and some videos ranking different types of food and reviewing different types of food. What's remarkable about Sporked is that they grew their traffic over 1,000% year over year, an incredible feat. If you want to read more about Sporked, you can check out the companion case study at AIOSEO.com/trends. And I will drop in a link directly to this case study in the description below this video. So let's take a look at the traffic for Sporked.com. The site went live in 2022, and they were averaging 35,000 monthly visits that year. That's a pretty impressive feat, considering they just went live in March of 2022. And we can see in 2023, things really picked up, and then we can see their traffic just skyrocketed. So what did they do in 2023? That's what we're going to dive into in this case study. So one big strategy that Sporked.com used is niching down their content, or niching down their content, depending on how you pronounce it. So I'm just going to say niche and sound fancy. Niching down, meaning that they were going after more long tail type keywords and less broad content. So by going after these specific niches, they're able to rank higher because they're targeting keywords that are less competitive and less broad. And if we scroll through their website a little bit, we can see some examples of that more niche content. Here's an article entitled 5 Mexican-Owned Food Brands We Love. Now think about how much more specific that is than if they just had an article called The Best Hot Sauce. Below that, we have an article for the best canned beets for all you beet freaks. Now, I don't know how many people on the internet are writing articles about the best beets, but I'm willing to bet Sporked probably has that market pretty cornered. In this graph, we can see the organic keywords trend for Sporked.com. We can see it definitely trending up over time as they rank for more and more of those niche topics. And in this graph, we're looking at some keywords that Sporked.com is ranking for. And if we look over at the KD column, that's keyword difficulty, we can see that a lot of those keywords are not as difficult to rank for as more broad keywords. So what Sporked.com is doing is by niching down, they are targeting long-tail keywords. And I'm going to show you how you can target long-tail keywords on your website. Let's head on over to the All Posts section of our website, and I'm going to pull up this post called SEO Conference. If we head on over to the right-hand column here, I'm going to click on this All-in-One SEO button up top. I'm going to click on General, and then I'm going to click on where it says Focus Key Phrase. So I have the focus key phrase set SEO Conference. So if I want to discover some new long tail key phrases or do some keyword research on what else I could target, all I have to do is click the button Get Additional Key Phrases. So All-in-One SEO has a fantastic integration with SEMrush, where you can get keyword suggestions right here within WordPress. You don't have to open another tab. You can do it all from where you're doing your work. Now, if you've never done this before, the first time you click that Get Additional Key Phrases button, you're going to have to link your SEMrush account with your All-in-One SEO account. If you don't have an SEMrush account, you can create one. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry. We have another video on this YouTube channel that shows you step-by-step how to do that, and I will link to that video at the end of this video. So as you can see, we started with the simple SEO key phrase, SEO Conference. And SEMrush integrated with All-in-One SEO is suggesting these additional key phrases. Also have SEO Conferences, SEO Conferences 2023, or also 2024, SEO Conference London, which could give you new ideas for SEO Conference Boston, SEO Conference United Kingdom, best SEO conferences. So we can either add these key phrases to our current post, our current piece of content, or we could just save them in a list to use later. So I'm going to go ahead and add SEO Conferences 2024 to this page. It's giving me a 42 out of 100 because I don't have 2024 probably anywhere in the content of this page. But that's how easily you add key phrases to your content. I'm going to close out of this modal. I'm going to go ahead and click the blue update button and save those changes to this piece of content. If you want a quick and easy way to find long tail keywords, one of the best methods is just to start performing a Google search. So in this example, I'm searching for birthday gifts, and Google itself will give you tons of recommendations. A lot of them are longer tail keywords than the main search you're looking for. So birthday gifts is not really a long tail keyword. It's going to be very broad. It's going to be very hard to rank for. But birthday gifts for her, birthday gifts for girls, birthday gifts for husband. So Google itself will suggest lots of other options, and many of those can be long tail keywords, or they could give you ideas for long tail keywords. The second thing that Sporked.com did is they really embody Google's EEAT principles: experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Sporked embodies experience with all of their different taste tests. We can see a video playing right here on their homepage of a 7-Up versus Sprite taste test. They have videos like this all over their social media channel, sending signals back to Google that they have the experience to be writing this sort of content. Sporked demonstrates expertise from the way they describe food to the way they conduct their taste test. And if we check out the About section here, we can find out more about Sporked and the people behind it. And this just sends the right signals back to Google that the people behind this website have expertise in their field. Sporked is a part of Mythical, an entertainment and lifestyle brand. They've got a link to Mythical in their footer of their website. And Sporked is very good at leveraging the fact that they are affiliated with Mythical, which of course helps with their authoritativeness. Sporked demonstrates trustworthiness by offering real food reviews. We can see on their Instagram page here that it's real people conducting these reviews. They're very relatable, and it adds to their trustworthiness. And now I'm going to show you how you too can increase your Google EEAT score using All-in-One SEO's Author Bio add-on. Let's head on over to the Users section, and I'm going to click on this user, Matt. And if you have All-in-One SEO installed, you'll notice there's a new tab up top called Author SEO. So if you just have WordPress installed, you'll see personal options, but with All-in-One SEO installed, you get this new tab, Author SEO. Let's go ahead and click on that tab. And this is where we can fill out all of the information that will provide good signals back to Google to increase our EEAT score. So the first thing is you want to make sure that the author info is on. So next to where it says enable author info, just make sure that toggle switch is flipped on. If it's not and it's grayed out, you can just flip it into the on position. Below that, you can add your education. So there's a section here that says alumni of. I pre-filled out this information so you guys don't have to watch me type. So I put in the institution, Boston College, and then I put in a URL over to their website. You do not have to put in a URL, but I put in a URL to BC's website. If you went to multiple institutions, maybe you have more than one degree, you could add another item there. If you did that by mistake, just click the little trash can icon and you can delete it. Below that, we have a section for employer. I put in All-in-One SEO. We have job title, developer, and this is where you put in the job title of the author. And then below that, it says knows about, and you can put in skills here and add them in the knows about section. So I put in HTML, CSS, SEO, SQL, .NET Framework. If you wanted to get rid of one of these, you just exit out. And then if I click the drop-down list, I can see all of the topics that are available. I could say I know about development work for Amazon. If you want to know where these topics come from, click on this link here that says Search Appearance, Author SEO, Author Experience Topics. I'm going to open that in a new tab so we don't lose our place. And here's all the topics. So if I wanted to add another topic, I could add it here. Let's say I also know Java. I could add that item and save changes. And that topic will be added. That's not going to show up here until I refresh the page, but that's fine for this example. I think we have plenty of skills in the knows about section. You can add an author image here. I've already added a picture of myself, but just like any other area of WordPress, you can upload a file or you can select something from the media library. Below that is a section for the author excerpt. I've chosen to use the author bio here, which is pulling information from below the author bio section, but you can use various smart tags here. If I click the link that says view all tags, these are all the smart tags available. Some of them don't make sense. I don't want to put the current year in for the author bio, but you can use any of these smart tags as you see fit. So the author excerpt will show up on the page that you are an author of in a small little compact author bio block. Since my author bio is so small here, it's only 2 sentences, I'm just throwing the whole author biography in as the author excerpt. But you could also type your own, or you could use any of the smart tags. Below that is the author bio. So this is where I talk a little bit about myself or talk about the author. You could be filling this out for someone else. Doesn't have to be about yourself. So I just have a little blurb about education and work experience that is going to send the proper signals back to Google that says I am a competent, qualified author to write blogs on this website. Below that is a very important setting, append author bio to post. Very important, but you don't have to do anything. You can just leave it as use default setting. If you uncheck that, you have the option to enable the author bio for this author to all posts. So using the default setting is saying I want to use what I set up when I was setting up all-in-one SEO in the search appearance settings. If you don't do anything and you just leave this alone and you've set up all-in-one SEO to use the author bio, then that's what it will do. So if I unselect that and choose enable, then the author bio will be included on all posts by this author. Alternatively, I could disable it and there will be no author bio for any post by this author. For most people, you're just going to want to leave it as the default setting. Below that is social profiles. So this is not the social profiles for your website or brand. This is social profiles for this particular author. So I have the all-in-one SEO's social profile for Facebook in here just as an example. But if this was a specific author, I could call it Matt Author or whatever my social profile link is. And we have a ton of social profiles here. So again, this is just sending more EEAT signals back to Google. I'm going to revert that back to our Facebook profile just for this example. And then you can add additional profiles just by dropping in URLs here. When you're all done with this, go ahead and click the Update Profile button. And then let's head over to one of our posts that I've written. I've written all the posts on this WordPress website, so that's easy enough. And I will pull it up in the browser and show you what this looks like with the author bio. So in my all posts section, let's just pull up men's basketball shoes here. I'm going to click the view link. So here's my post about men's basketball shoes. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see this little author bio here. This is cool, but this is just a demo site. Well, how about we check this out on a live site? Of course, we use our own plugin on our site. We use all-in-one SEO on the AIOSEO blog. So if we scroll down on this blog written about this exact topic, about how to add an author bio that boosts your Google EEAT score, we can see that this post was written by Cato. If I hover over his name, I get that author bio excerpt we were talking about earlier. And then if I click the link to see full bio, we get Cato's skills, we get his education, we get some highlights about his career, and we get an about on Cato. If I go back to the main page where the post is, there's another very cool feature in this author bio functionality in all-in-one SEO, and that is that someone can review your content. So here we can see that Cato's article on author bio boosting your Google EEAT signals has been reviewed by Manvi, and Manvi has her own blurb and her own bio. So this will send yet another EEAT boosting signal back to Google that not only is Cato qualified to write this article, but that it has been peer reviewed by Manvi, and that Manvi is also an expert in her field. I'm back over in the all posts section now of my WordPress website. Let's click on that post we were looking at earlier, men's basketball shoes. And it's very easy to set a reviewer for your post or your content and send one more signal back to Google to boost your EEAT score. This signal is particularly good for boosting your trustworthiness. If we look over on the right-hand section here under post, make sure you're not on block, make sure you're on post. We can see where we set the author. I have 2 users on this website. I have Matt and I have Bob SEO. So Matt is the author. Below that, there's a section that says reviewer. I can very simply select a reviewer. I've got my email addresses blurred out here, but I can just select Bob SEO as the reviewer. And now we're sending another signal back to Google, particularly focused on the trustworthiness aspect to help boost our EEAT score. Of course, as always, make sure you click the blue update button when you're done to save your changes. The third thing that Sporked.com does is they implement schema data to help them win rich snippets in Google search results. And here's a graph showing how Sporked.com SERP features are trending up over time, and they're mainly scoring these SERP features by using schema data. So let's do a quick search here for Baja Blast, which is a Mountain Dew flavor. And if we look at this people also ask section, there's a question here that says, what type of soda is Baja Blast? And Sporked.com is coming up as a response to that question. And the likely reason that they are being featured here, among other reasons like being an expert in their field and having content about this, is because they use schema data to provide Google with extra information about the answer to this question. At the end of the day, schema data is code. Writing code is hard if you're not a developer, or expensive if you need to hire a developer, but you can use all-in-one SEO to automatically create that schema code for you. I'll show you how to do that right now. In the WordPress All Posts section, I'm going to click on this post I have here called Men's Basketball Shoes. So if we scroll down after the content, we get to the AIOSEO settings section and go ahead and click on the schema tab. The first item you see is schema type, and this is set to product already by default, but if it was set to something else like web page or recipe, you can use this drop-down selector right here and choose product as the schema type. You can add a description of your product, a price for your product, the currency of your price. If you're having a sale, you can add how long you want the price to be valid to. In this example, it's not for a sale. We can add the brand and whether the item is in stock or not. You can put in a SKU here and an identifier type. You can also add in your reviews one by one in this section, including your headline, the content of the review, the author, and the rating. You can use the big blue button to add a new review and the trash can icon to remove those reviews. Click Update when you're done, and it will save that schema data. You can search our YouTube channel for a more in-depth tutorial on product schema, including how it integrates with WooCommerce. The top 3 strategies that Sporked.com use that you can emulate is number 1, they niche down in their content, and therefore we're going after long-tail keywords. Number 2, they embodied Google EEAT principles. And number 3, they implemented schema markup to win rich snippets in the search results. And then on the flip side, there were some things that they got wrong. They missed out on some easy on-page SEO wins. They had some meta titles and meta descriptions that were exceeding the character limit and getting truncated by Google. Number 2, they weren't using image title tags. Giving Google a little bit more information about your image is just such an easy win from an SEO standpoint. And number 3, they overlooked an opportunity to do a backlink profile audit. Make sure you don't have any toxic backlinks to your site, and use a tool like All-in-One SEO's Link Assistant to help build internal links fast and round out your link profile. All-in-One SEO can help you emulate the top 3 strategies that they used, as well as fix the bottom 3 that might need some work. So that's what Sporked.com did to explode their traffic over 1,000%. If you don't already have our awesome all-in-one SEO plugin installed, we've got a link to it in the description below this video. It can help you out with the task in this video, as well as many other SEO jobs that you might have to do on your WordPress website. If you click on this next video right here, I'll show you how to get long-tail keyword suggestions right from within WordPress. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on how to use our easy and powerful WordPress SEO plugin, All-in-One SEO.